Hi, I am Debbie Wilhelm and I have complex partial seizures.
If your mother had seizures and 5 of your cousins have seizures, am I at risk? And if so, how can I prevent it?
If you have that many people in your family that have seizures, you are at risk for having seizures yourself. It's a genetic makeup, and there's really nothing that you can do to prevent that type of seizure. Now, injury seizure you can prevent by wearing helmets when you're skateboarding, when you're rollerblading, or when you're biking, so that you don't have any head trauma.
Does it hurt when you're having a seizure, or does it give you symptoms after you have your seizure?
It doesn't hurt when you have a seizure. Most times you aren't aware that you even had a seizure. It's scary for the people outside of you that see your seizure. Most people have focal seizures, and a focal seizure just looks like you're staring off into space. And all the way up to grand mal seizures. Grand mal seizures are when you actually are flopping like a fish on the ground, and those are the seizures that most people identify with. You don't really hurt or have any feeling of the seizure and when you come out of it, unless you hit yourself when you're falling. And afterwards you probably have a headache. You can have some disorientation where you don't know where you are, or you don't know what's going on, because it does seem like you've lapsed time. You don't know what had happened while you were out. During that time you can just reassure the people that have had a seizure that they are okay. Give them a few minutes to collect themselves and they'll be fine.
Are there certain things that would trigger a seizure?
There are certain things that trigger a seizure. Bright lights and flashing lights directly into their eyes will trigger a seizure. Also, if you are sleep deprived, or if you're very, very hungry, that can trigger a seizure. Anything that gets you off of your regular routine. There's also the effects of hormones. If you are going through puberty, or if you're pregnant during that time, then you're more apt to have a lot more and different types of seizures.